Hello everyone. I'm going to make some Christmas trees today. I have 4 little molds from Temu, and we're going to color them up with some scrap resin pieces, ribbon, glitter, paint. There's all kinds of things in here. We're also going to put them on little bases that are terracotta pots. So stay with me and I'll be right back. Hello everyone, this is Billie. Welcome to Billie Holman Creations. Now I'm going to work on 4 different trees today, and like I said, these came from Temu. They're different sizes and some have different shapes within the middle. Some are bubbly, they all look bubbly. Some are taller and thinner. But before I do this, I want to have a base for these trees. So I'm going to use these tiny little terracotta pots, but I need to prepare them first. And what I'm going to do is take some gesso and paint these completely inside and out. And then once the gesso is dry, I'm going to take some of my polyurethane, wood polyurethane, mix it with a little Mainspring Dazzling Diamond and a little bit more of a preparation, and we'll be ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and paint these, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I was able to finish off these 4 little pots. Now, I gessoed the first coat. Then I took my glossy enamel and painted white all over. And then I took my liquid polyurethane, which is for wood, mixed it in with some of my Mainspring Dazzling Diamond, and painted that. And now they are somewhat white with a pretty little shimmer. Now, my goal here is to be able to put my lights through these little pots and insert them. That's why I went white, is insert them into the molds as best, as far as I can, and have the light fixture hidden inside. That way, if you were to change the little battery or the lights went out, you can have access to the light switch or have access to turn them on and off. This is my plan. I don't know how well it's going to work, but first of all, let's check these. Now, I got a whole bag from Temu, and 10 pieces per bag, and I believe there's only 10 little lights on here. It's not that long of a strand. So let me try to unwind this a little bit without breaking the wires. They're quite fine. 10 little lights. Now, I don't know if these are just white or if they change color. Let's pull this little tab and see if they work. Get that out. Here's your little switch. Push. Oh, well, they're colored and they blink. What if I hit it again? Slower. And then just still off. So we've got flickering. I'm sorry if this bothers you. Then it slows down and then it just stays on. Okay, let's shut that off. So these all work. Now my idea is to thread this through all the way until we can get this little control right in there with enough room to where it can be pulled out and turned on and off. So I think that's a good maybe 1.5 inches in there, almost to the first light. I'm going to bend this over, and when I get it in the mold, I'll try to coil it inside the mold in a circular bit of emotion. This could be quite awkward. Oh, knowing me, it will be. So, for the time being, I'm just going to take a piece of tape to hold those little wires in, and somewhat centered. I'm putting the tape in because what I want to do is add some liquid latex inside. It's not very tight. Let me get it tight as I can. So I've put some liquid latex in a little squeeze bottle here. So I want this, it's gooey. I want to be able to seal this hole with the latex, like so. And if I'm remembering correctly, this pot had a crack across the middle, so I may have to put some more in that and let it set up. Okay, now I'm going to do that to the rest of them, all four, and then we will try to there's a bubble. I'm going to break that bubble. Let this set completely, and then I will go ahead and mix up some resin, and I will see you in my resin area that I do out in the porch. Well, here we go. I think I have everything prepared for this video, which is going to be for the Crafted Christmas 2024 collaboration put on by Miss Tracy at MiniScenes GB. So, the lights are attached with the rubber in the little pots, and I'm going to have to remove the tape from the bottom. Before I do that, these molds are quite wobbly, so I am going to try to place these in some kind of a cup to make them a bit stable. Now this bottom fits right perfectly into this measuring cup, so if I can get that set in right down in there so the mold won't wobble and it'll stay stable. Let's see, I had one of these cups for these two thinner ones, and we'll do the same thing. Just get that set in there best I can so it'll be a little more stable. This bigger cup here, I believe this one will fit inside. We'll do the same thing. Get them all ready. And one more. This one right here should fit. Now the tricky part is going to be getting the resin into the molds with the lights without having a large overspill. That one needs to go down a little bit. Let me just see if I can't push this edge in here so it's, there we go, setting right down even like that. Okay, and of course there's a hair. Let me put a piece of tape. I just had a piece of tape here. Oh, I've got some right here. I saw a piece of hair right there. This silicone really does attract. It's so soft and it attracts every little bit of every little thing. And that tape's not helping get it off. But as long as it's not on the inside, but I do see a little bit of dust in here. Oh, well, it's on up there. Hopefully that won't make no mind, but we'll put that aside. Now, I have my gloves on, but I need to remove the tape without without messing up that rubber that's inside, sealing that hole, because I don't want the resin to come through here. And of course it's going to stick. Oh, why aren't you coming off? Okay, there's one, there's another, and hopefully this last piece will not move that around. I should have took my gloves off. I've got 4 ounces in 2 different cups to make 8 ounces of resin. I'm sure we'll have more than we need. Ooh, that's gonna stick to the to the rubber. Pardon me, I need a knife. Warming up on my heating mat before I mix it. Come on, just don't disturb that. Sticking pretty good. Ooh, I think we're okay. Please be okay. I don't want, oh, did I dislodge it? If I did, huh. Well, see, it looks pretty good in there. There's a big glob inside. And, well, I'm going to try to remove those big globs when the trees are cured. Now, I've got wire going everywhere. We're going to have to do this one at a time. Very carefully. We put this in here. We can adjust that later. Just get this off. This is the first time I've used lights actually in any of my projects. So cross your fingers. Okay. Hopefully that won't seep up through there. That looks pretty good inside. Get rid of this. Okay, I'm going to get this tape off, and then I'm going to mix up my resin, and we'll be right back. Okay, I've mixed up 4 ounces of my Let's Resin 1-to-1 resin. I did not go with a deep pour. I have found using this resin, I've not had flash cures in a 3 to 4 inch pour. That might correct me today. It's hard to say, but we'll see what happens. Now, here is my mixture of, I've got ribbon, broken pieces of resin, glitter, pieces of paint, dried paint, flecks of all different sorts of things in here, and I just cut them down a little bit. But I think I want to add a few sequins because I happen to have this bit of sequins. I don't work with sequins very much, so let's just throw some of these colored ones into the mix. Might look like little, oh, should we just do the whole thing? Why not? We'll just use all that up. Got a few little stars left and some odd colors, but we'll just use that up and give it a good mix. And my resin is bubbly. I did warm it up, but probably not long enough. This container's too big for the debubbling machine. I'm not too worried because we're going to get bubbles anyway when we add all this in, but we're going to lose the clear. That will just disappear in the liquid resin, and we'll just see what shows up. I wish I didn't have so much black in here, but I do. That should be okay. Let's just pour some in here and mix it up. Now the tricky part, oh, there's a few big pieces I should have cut down. Tricky part's going to try to get this in the molds with the lights. So I probably did add a cupful, at least a cupful. Let's stir this up and see what we have. Get it good and blended. So I don't know what might sink to the bottom versus the, something else. We'll just have to see. It's nice and thick. Oh, and I may not have enough. If not, we'll just make some more. But that looks good and coated. We can add more as we go, but look at how pretty that's going to be, especially with the lights. I'm nervous now. Let me add a little more. Look at all that pretty stuff. Oh, I think there's little pieces of plastic in there too. This pink right here is little plastic pieces. Let's see how this goes. And there'll be bubbles. Oh, it's thick. I better get going. All right. Let's try this chubby one right here real quick. Now, here's a set of lights. Just grab this one. Where's the very end? Way over here as they get tangled up with each other. So, I really would like to get, it's got a pointy tip on there. I don't want that to scratch the mold. Let me bend this over a little bit. 10 different lights. We start in the center. Maybe I can turn it around a little bit. Let's go for just a little. Oh, is that a big hair? Of course it is. Thank goodness I saw that. Good. That's a Annie hair for sure. Let's see if I can't put a little bit in the tip. Get that right down in there. I'm going to take a thin stick here and get that in way down. See if I can't get the light in there. Get it started. I want to go around basically the outside with the lights. Oh, are you not going to cooperate? Well, get down there. Why won't you? Need something thicker, I guess. Let's try this. Push you right in there. I don't know how many rounds I can go with that, but I guess we'll just see. Come on. I should have wrapped it around a big dowel or something to make sure it was easier to shape. I guess it doesn't matter, does it? And hopefully with all the additions in here, we won't see too much of the wire. But that I don't know. Let's get as much in here as I can. Get some lights over on this side. I said this is going to be tricky, and I knew it from the beginning. I don't know that I've got enough wire down to the tip. Well, now let's get a little messy. So this is what I'm going to try to do with all of them before I have a cure, a quick flash cure. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I think that's the bottom of the mold. I might have to put a stick on the side of this little pot to keep it in the center, because right now it's not. But I want to be sure we have color all the way, top to bottom. And I think we might. And there's bubbles. That's all right. It'll have to be all right. Okay. And if this settles, I can add more. There's a nice clump of color. That's clear in there, so let's get some color in there. And if I have overflow, I'm not going to worry about that neither. You can always clean that up. Let's stand up and see how centered that is. Okay. Color there. Oh God, I think that's going to be pretty neat, really. All the way to the edge. Whoops, don't want it on there. But let me push and move over just a little bit. Ah! I'll have a bumpy bottom. But if I don't get this centered properly, it'll go, you know, it'll tilt. And I don't want it to tilt, so I did grab some of these big sticks, and I think I might just break them. And push or keep, well, that might not work. Not wide enough. And I don't want it sticking to the resin. So I'm going to watch this one and keep moving it over, okay? I have resin on there, but it's not coming through the bottom, which is great. I've got some on the edge. I don't want it on there. Keep the colors to the tree, and it might float up. I might have to put some weight on that. That might be the thing to do. Okay, I'm going to keep going and quit fussing. Okay, was that fun to watch? My gosh, I was nervous. I was nervous. I'm going to prop these up and more than likely find something to weigh those down. And in the meantime, with the mess I have, I might try to get some of this out of here. And I have a very tiny mold. Well, I do have my polar bears over here, so I'm not sure if there's enough liquid resin in there that will flow. I might put some in. Ooh, you know what? I bet I could do these angel wings. Ooh, I bet you I can. So I'm going to work on that, get these settled, and we will see you for demold tomorrow. Okay, thank you everyone. Please be sure to hit that like button if you like what I'm doing. Please subscribe. You're so welcome to join my channel. Share with your friends. Take good care, and I'm sending big hugs. See you tomorrow. Bye. Hello everyone. I am so excited about these trees, I have to tell you. The they're cured, and I went ahead. I couldn't stand it. I wanted to pull the angel wings out just to see what they look like. And this is a matte mold, so of course there's no shine. But look at how the colors turned out. I think it's really, really, really pretty. I'll trim it up, and then I can use it on another project. Oh, it's still a little flimsy, so I could trim that pretty quick while it's flimsy with a set of scissors. Just cut the excess off, and we're going to save the excess, put it back in the bin. But those would be really, really pretty. So, just saying, that's that. Now, one of these, you know, I had props in here trying to keep them straight. One of them is crooked, and I believe it's this one here. So let's get this out of the cup. Well, let's get them all out of the cups. Ooh, this chubby one looks good. Can I get it out? I'm sure there's resin underneath here because of the mess I made trying to get it in here. So let me see, what can I do to get that suction out of there? Maybe just kind of break it out. Oh, break it out to be free. There we go. Ooh, nice. It's this one. This is a tall, thin one. And I got carried away, if you were watching, filling up the top here with resin, so I wasn't able to push this one out very well, but still, that will give it some height, so they'll all be different anyway. Oh yes, I have resin all over everything. Let's get this one out. Aha, whoop. Okay. Out of the jars. So check something out. Even though they're out of the molds, let's look at this. I'm going to press a button. See if they work. Oh gosh, there's a flash. Look at that. And then you slow it down. And it'll go, just stay on and off. Yay! All right. So let's get ready to demold. Loosen this up a little bit. I'm gonna have to do something with the this flopping around, but at least it's accessible. Ooh, look at this. This is matte. Well, there's a bit of a shine. It's matte, semi-matte, but ooh, I think it's gonna be great. Don't break the tip. Look at that. Ooh. Okay, there's one out. Whoops. Flinging it everywhere. Look at that. See, this is the crooked one. Now, if this was wood, I could sand it down and make it level, but it's not. So it's going to be a little bit cockeyed. And we'll trim that off. Now with the light, watch the flashes. Oh, that looks really cool. And the reason I wanted to paint those white and get them in was, you know, so it wouldn't be so obvious, but we should have had more colors down here. But, yeah, I'm not into the flashing lights, but this one has leaves. It looks like it's all holly leaves in this mold. Oh, and I've got the light right to the tip. That's great. Okay, I'll shut that off. There we go. Try this one. I'm going to pick all this off these molds and put it back in the container. We still have a lot left. Okay, come on you. Like I said, I did get messy pushing those in there. So I'm wondering, you know, I think I'll just take some of my wood polyurethane, paint it over top. That will give these a shine. And, oh, they'll look quite better. Ooh, there's a big wad of wire there, but it's still in the resin, so we did okay. like these molds. Oh, I'm going to have to use these for outdoor scenes too, to make green trees. I just don't want to break that tip off. Here we go, here we go. Ooh, that turned out well. I really don't see bubbles. These have some sharp tips though. Oh, that was a bubble. That's why that one's so sharp. I can nip those down a little bit. Oh, so exciting. Oh, I think this is wonderful. Lots of cleaning up to do. As far as molds go, look at that, just comes right off of here. A little bit of a messy project, but oh, I love it. Oh, this is a little fat boy here. Come on, overspill quite a bit. Ooh, I like this one. I wonder how the lights look in that. Ooh, good job on the tip. I think the light is right up there in it. Oh, look at that one. Oh, I think that's my favorite. Let's see, I'm going to click it 2 times so it's not flashing so fast. Oh, I like it. Missed a spot there. Little bubble there. Oh, I didn't get a light in the tip. But that's really cute. One more. Let me shut that off. And this is a very tall one. And he looks level. Well, I hope you like these. I sure do. Oh, I think they're wonderful. Looks so pretty on a table or on another piece of resin, like a resin tray with a little polar bear. Okay, come on, you. As long as I don't break a tip off. It's pretty solid for drying overnight. And you know, there's no sign of a flash cure. And if there was, I don't think you could see it in here. Using my regular 2-part resin. Oh, that's nice. And see, with the white of the pot underneath, it just kind of blends in. I'll take some of those pieces off. But what we need to do, I'm thinking, is let's get this messy tray off of here. And I can put this aside and put all this back so I can put them away and clean them up. Okay. For the time being, you're over here. Okay, now let's get, or try to get, this rubber latex out. That was my main concern, that the resin would just leak through, and it seems to have worked very well. Let me pull that out. Come on, can I get it? Most of it so it's not unsightly in there. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Not all of it. We'll try without breaking the wire. Tweezers in there, come on. Well, I'll get what I can out. Because what I want to do, after cleanup, I want to somehow, you know, you don't want this just hanging out. So I've got, I could use cardboard, but I have some of this fun foam here, and it's, oh gosh, what is that, a 1/16 of an inch thick. And this circle right here on the template is just the inside of the little pop. So what we can do, I think, is just cut them out, pop them in. You don't have to glue them. You wouldn't want to glue them because you want people to be able to access. But I think as, oh boy, Billy, do a straight line. As pliable as this is, we could pop it in there. I wonder if you can erase pencil. Huh. As pliable as this is, we should be able to just push it in, and when necessary, pull it out, or I could make a flap. I didn't really think about the design of the bottom piece. So we'll pop something in there that's easy access. You could pop it out. There'll probably be wear and tear, but you know, that's okay, I think. How good are these scissors? Let's just try one here. I'm going to go on the inside of that line. This fun foam is pretty neat stuff. I have never thought of... Oh, there's something I did do with it. Ooh, maybe I can do something for the holidays last minute. I used this and made little mice that held candy canes. That's what I did some time ago. I'm not going to get this off. It's just going to smear. Okay, let's try it. Let's go with you. So, if you slide and push up, there you go. It'll hold. I could do a tab. I will do a little pull tab on here. So then once it's in, you can just grab the tab. That's what I'll do. Something like this. On the rest of them, you can grab it with your fingers. So I'm going to finish that up, clean these up. I'm going to, I'm going to clean these up, get the rubber out, put the felt in, and I think I'll take some of my polyurethane, which is my wood varnish. I should just start saying wood varnish so it's not, you know, getting confused with the poly resin. Look at these designs on here. These are little, they look like triangles with stripes. This one is just, almost looks like feathers coming off. And this one is just smaller, little kind of round branches with lines in them. I'm sorry, I lost color here. Oh, I might put a little mica there just to cover that up. And this one looks like the holly leaves. So there we go. I'm going to do some cleaning. I hope you like these trees, and not just the trees, but the video. Please like and subscribe. Once again, this is for Tracy at MiniScenes, Crafting Christmas 2024. And once she gets my video, she'll give me the link and I can put it in my description box. So for all of you that watched, thank you so much. Take good care. Big hugs. Bye-bye.